Hey everybody, this is Grr-Must-Errd Gaming and I'm bringing you my new build for Remnant 2, the Moderator. I put the Moderator together because one of my favorite things to use in this game are the mods on the weapons, and the Moderator will just keep you using those over and over. This build is fantastic for mobbing and world running. Haven't ran it up against any bosses yet because I pretty much have done all the boss stuff you can in this game, and I mostly just cruise around the world just farming Luminite, corrupted Luminite, other things like that, and this build really holds up. So let's talk about what I set up here. Armor, I wanted to give myself as high armor as possible and keep my weight 50 or below. So the Crown of the Red Prince, the Space Worker body, the Lido Mark 1 legs, and the Lido Mark 2 gloves. I just feel like that all works out. You have resistances in all area with the Blight really boosted up and the Fire really boosted up. Those are my two least favorite, essentially. Archon is your primary archetype. You need to generate that extra mod power. Summoner is your secondary for that increased mod damage. Jester's Bell, mod cast speed, mod damage increase when you cast. The Shard Binded Ring, the Spirit Stone, the Cataloger's Jewel, and the Encrypted Ring. So now the interesting one, and three of the most important parts of this build, are your mutators on your weapons. So as for mods, my primary, I like to run the damage specific bullets. I find myself actually mostly gravitating towards corrosive and hotshot. Hotshot for root, corrosive for all the other worlds. It just does really good against the Fae and the essentially the the zombies and the robots in Nerud. So I do like corrosive for that, and hotshot here anytime I'm up against root. Now, the mutators are one of the two most important parts of this build in my opinion. So you want failsafe on your primary to have that chance to not use the mod charge up. The damage bonus is great, you're there for that also, but not using that means you can potentially trigger it again right away and keep going with your mod damage, and that's what the Moderator's here for. And then your secondary weapon, which is preferably your higher damage mod, because you're using this in between, so you just want to blast high damage out quickly, or you want to go with the status effect that can be really helpful in combat. If you guys know me, you know that I absolutely love the Song of Fear. However, I'm not trying to showcase that here. That is a Time Commander thing. And I'm using a high damage mod on my secondary. It's fantastic. Harmonizer is what you want to run because you want to generate that additional mod power for the stowed weapon, which is your primary. And again, I like to run with that damage type on the rounds. Now, you also get that mod damage increase, so that's why this is your damage-based modifier, your single hit boom. And I've been having a blast with Skewer, but I've been trying out all kinds of stuff. Defrag is really cool, all kinds of different mods you can use. It's up to your playstyle. The whole point of this build is to let you kind of enjoy what you like, but still give you a very feasible damage option. The Ruined Heart Relic is potentially the most important thing for you to put together. You want to generate that additional mod power, because you generate so much mod power quickly in this game, but if you're in a pinch, it's like, boom, your mods are full. And then obviously you put on your mythics, all for mod speed, mod cost, casting, duration, anything you can that's mod focused. I did consider speccing some of this into passive healing because you still have such good mod generation and everything. It's a 50-50, so you can really choose where you go. I don't even know if I really need to talk about traits. Like, it's so straightforward. Flashcaster's your big one. Spirit. I didn't even go into expertise because I'm not really using the skill. The skill is just the summon skill, and he's pretty good and it comes back quickly anyways. Most of what I've done now is gone into health regen, health, resistances, and then essentially using that minion to kind of take some of the damage off of me and then to pull more healing. So we're trying to keep ourselves alive in between using all these mods. So what we'll do is we're going to do a quick run through here. We got a Blood Moon, so it should be pretty feisty. It's a good point to test in here. And then we're going to go to Lonesome quickly and then into Nerud. And I got two short areas that I go with, kind of a jam-packed little mob area. Clear them out and we'll see how it goes. If you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel. Join the community here. Do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Share in the comments what you think of the builds. How would you change this build? How do you like the game? Let's keep that conversation going. But I hope you really enjoy Moderator because this is, again, one of my favorite playstyles. It ties really well into Song of Fear, which is probably my most used mod in the game. But
okay, this
again,
is it.
right now, I want to showcase different mods, and you can really lay some damage into the world. So let's go shut these guys down. It is not so bad. And now I'm gonna go into the next area. Pop the relic. There we go. This is a really great mod because of the AoE it does. And the fact that you kind of deal with groups. And that's, like I said, you want to. You want to be able to clear enemies out quickly, and healing is not something I'm really worried about too much. See if we can't get this other elite to spawn here. Where you at, buddy? See, that's why your damage modifier is under second. Yeah, popping that relic card. Make sure my mod generation goes up immediately. Right, up here. It's a pretty big clean sweep, and I took a large amount of damage. You don't have to worry about your health too much. Yeah, it helps to grab when you get the kill off on that guy, and you kind of go right back into it. Gives you full health if you get that guy, but there's not much you're stressed about here. And having the summon in, that extra damage. Is just the way to run it. Never reload it. Always using that. So using the mod to reload your weapon is also pretty key. And I think that's pretty good. Let's have a little shot of Crystal Skull Vodka here to get us on to the next area. I have so much fun with the different mods in this game, and I think one of the things that really attracted me to Remnant 2, I talk about it a lot, this is definitely my game of the year, is the fact that there's so many different ways to play this game. There's so many different builds. It just has these possibilities, and that's what kept me playing. I'm hitting 200 hours of playtime. I believe I've collected every single known piece of gear throughout the game. I have one more relic fragment to get up to Mythic, and since we're here, like I said, we're going to switch over to Corrosive. Now, Corrosive, as I mentioned, is the one for both Lonesome and Nerude. I don't know what it is that they don't like corrosive damage. So let's go hit my little choke point here. We'll clear these guys out, and then we'll head to Nerude. And I find Nerude can be one of the harder worlds. You just get lots of different enemies coming at you from lots of different angles, so it's a really great place to showcase last. And this build can hold up quite well throughout that. And you can see I just switched my mod there, and the generation is pretty good. But again, showcase, pop your hearts, and just get that full right away. You're all about mods in this game. Attention. Nothing really stands a chance here. What is hitting me here? That's not good. Oh. And again, another great reason to have that summon in. The guy just watches your back like a champ.
Here we go.
Yeah, it doesn't get much simpler than that. You can mob really quickly, you can move efficiently, and you're never firing normal bullets. You're always just in your mod power. So again, cheers. Let's go check out the So if you watch any of my other videos, my mods are very focused on playstyle and enjoyment and really world running. I do think I need to get into testing some bossing runs. I think this build is very close to being able to hold up bossing well. If you line up your mods properly, I think you can boss really, really efficiently, even in Apocalypse in this. Again, we're testing an Apocalypse here. I don't really test any of my builds in anything but Apocalypse. It has to hold up to the hardest enemies. And again, though, not the bosses. So if you're here, you should be thinking like world running and just having a good time out there, like playing the way you want with what you want. Another thing is I never fought my Archetype, so that's something you can build into your arsenal. But I want to showcase like what this build does with the mods, not with anything else. So I'm not sure why. Maybe because these guys are counted as armored enemies, but they definitely take lots of damage. Yeah, never reloading. Always just waiting to pop that mod. You don't really want to spend time reloading. This is the time when you reload and still got that mod power up. You got that extension on the duration of these, and again, why using the damage specific is good. Now, you can also see that my mod didn't get used up there. So, you're ready to rock again. Now, these guys, yeah. Later, buddy. This is funny. That's actually a bug. I died here a long time ago. I kind of, when I was test running this build in this world and cruising around, I got hit by one of those green ghosts. He got in close to me, and ever since that, I've had this little floating guy here. So that's a fun little Easter egg for you. I just basically got myself in the wrong position at the wrong time, and he got me, but I think it's stupid. I haven't seen that yet. What do we got here, buddy? Mod power is generating. Good. And everything dies. No elite spawn, hey? That's too bad. I usually get an elite here, and I was hoping for that. But you get the idea. Like, it's a wicked cool build, and again, I build my stuff around the idea of fun and playstyle and in the world. I hope you enjoy that too. If you're not subscribed, join the community here. Do me a huge favor, smash that like button. Like I said, get up in the comments. It's funny, okay? Get up in the comments. Have yourself a great day. Take care. Adios.